Okay, it's about time I made another video about XRP, one of my least favorite tokens in the cryptocurrency sphere. As you might be aware, I've already made some videos on XRP. I was telling people earlier on this year they should look to get out of their XRP, do not hold it. I've heard all of the rumors, all of the videos pushed by influencers trying to pump their own bags, all of the claims that XRP is going to be replacing the Swift payment network, everything about XRP going to $5, $50, $500, even into the thousands. I think someone has said it's going to go to 50,000. It's complete and utter nonsense. XRP has topped for the cycle. It will not go above $3.50 or wherever it went to again. If you're holding XRP, you really need to get out. It's better to get out of XRP above $2. It's still above $2. I think selling XRP above $2 is an excellent exit on XRP, especially if you bought it lower. Congratulations. If you bought XRP anywhere between $1.50 and $2, you're in profit. So I would take your profits. If you got in before that, congratulations. You've made a fantastic trade. But it is unlikely, very unlikely to go much higher than that. And obviously we've had big announcements over the weekend. We've got Donald Trump coming out and saying that XRP is going to be in a strategic crypto reserve. I can tell you right now, XRP will not be anywhere near a strategic crypto reserve in the USA. There's no chance of that happening. And yeah, sorry to potentially be the party pooper, the party spoiler, but I've got to come at you with the facts. You're my followers. If you subscribe to this channel, you're the types of people I want to protect from getting rug pulled, from getting dumped on, from getting, completely rugged by insiders. And XRP is one massive insider scam, I'm afraid. So I'm going to exactly break down my thesis. I'm going to go onto screen share. I'm just going to do a little bit of a recap for, the benefit of anybody that is watching me for the first time or watching one of my XRP videos for the first time. As we can see, XRP is currently number 3 market cap in crypto. It's actually very close to taking the number 2 spot off Ethereum. And actually on Sunday, when XRP did pump up to $3, it actually did flip Ethereum by FDV. So you're comparing something like Ethereum with all of its DeFi, with all of its L2s, with all of its applications, with NFTs, with meme coins, everything else. Massive ecosystem. Number 2 blue chip cryptocurrency with XRP. And let's face it, look, what is XRP's use case? I mean, when XRP came out, I first invested in XRP myself back in 2018. It was dubbed as this cryptocurrency that was targeted, that was created for cross-border payments, cross-border transactions. So this would basically enable financial institutions to move value, transfer value across borders instantly without any unnecessary costs, without any unnecessary lag times or wait times. And it seemed like a fantastic idea at the time. And it's something that I bought into. I bought into this myself. Back in 2018, end of 2017, a lot of people were talking about XRP being the next big thing. It was going to apparently disrupt the entire financial infrastructure, financial space, cross-border payments between banks. It was gaining adoption by banks in Asia, in Japan, Korea, in the Far East. And we were told it would be taking over the European banks, the US banks. It was all, the roadmap was there. It was all this was it. This was like a revolution. And where did it go from early? We're going to take a look at the chart actually, so I can illustrate it a bit better. But where did XRP go from early 2018? It went from $3 straight down to around about, I think it bottomed out around about 10 cents, maybe 15 cents. And that was my first cryptocurrency investment. And it didn't go so well for me. And you know what? I can just see something very similar happening to anybody that gets into XRP today. So this is where it was when I started to get into this. You can see $3.13 on January the 3rd, 2018. That sounds about the sort of time that I did buy it, and I was waiting for this thing to absolutely take off full send to the moon, and I got completely dumped on. And yeah, like I say, it went all the way down here, 20 cents, 14 cents, yeah, 14, 15 cents. We might have wicked down to 10, I'm sure at the time. But anyways, I eventually sort of got out on the next cycle, and it was the right decision because I was still talking to people that were also buying in XRP here. They never were able to actually get an exit in the last cycle because it made a lower high, and literally people that bought here, they then had to wait a good, how many years is that? 18, a good 7 years then to actually get back to break even, and people still haven't made money from this token. And unfortunately, you're going to have a lot of bag holders that just want to get out of this thing. And like I say, whilst this is being pumped right now, you've obviously got President Trump talking about XRP, which is absolutely wild, by the way. But he is talking about XRP. He's talking about it going into a strategic crypto reserve, a US crypto reserve. Absolutely mad. And of course, this is keeping the price up. This is keeping the price inflated. We've seen it come all the way up. It did actually wick up to $3 at the weekend. Now it's starting to sell off again. Obviously, we've got this White House crypto summit happening on Friday, so potentially we could make a run higher. We could come back up to 280, maybe $3 again. I'm not saying that price can't go up. Of course, prices can't go up. They go up. They go down. They can go anywhere. I don't know, with certainty that the market isn't going to go higher over the next few days. But what I do know is that over the long term, we've seen this trend of a pump followed by a dump, followed by bouncing along the floor, pump, dump, bounces along the floor, pump. It's probably going to be a dump soon. And certainly with everything that's going on with Bitcoin, losing key levels, breaking below 90,000, it's currently, I think, around about 88,000 at the time of writing and or time of speaking. And you've just got to ask yourself, like, if the macro environment is getting worse, who's going to be actually coming in and buying this? We now knowing that Doge is actually laying off loads of federal jobs. That's going to increase unemployment. We've got interest rates that are still high, are still restrictive. We've got inflation that the Fed, or well, just inflation that just can't seem to be kept under control in the US. So that ties the Fed's hands when it comes to interest rates or actually putting any stimulus into the market. So it's looking like things are going to get pretty ugly from a macro perspective. And I mean, XRP is at the extreme end of the risk scale. I mean, even as far as cryptocurrencies go, you've got Bitcoin, where obviously the supply is fairly well controlled. Obviously, it's miners, there's a production cost. With XRP, it's just all in the hands. I mean, look at this. Over 100 billion of the market cap is currently locked. That's this FDV. So the fully diluted valuation includes all of the tokens that are locked up. And there's literally over 100 billion of XRP tokens locked up that can at any moment be dumped on this market. And I'm sure if the price does start to head south, we will start to see more of those tokens get dumped on the market as the founders, as Ripple realize that the high is likely now in. They're not going to see any higher prices on this token for this year. And they're probably just going to dump on people because they've got a reputation of doing that, I'm afraid. And if we just go and have a look at the recent tweets, we can see here. So this is the Donald Trump tweet. A US crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration. So obviously taking pokes at the previous administration. Donald Trump likes to do that, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the presidential working group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve. That includes XRP, ZOL, and ADA. Notice he says to move forward. So what does that mean? Does that actually mean to create one, or does that mean just to research one and investigate one, the eligibility, the suitability of what assets could potentially go into that crypto strategic reserve? I would actually say it's more likely that there needs to be there's going to have to be a full process before this actually goes live, and this will just never get past lawmakers. I mean, when you have tokens that have fully controlled, fully centralized supply like XRP. Obviously, Solana's a little bit different. ADA is a little bit different too. I think I'm not sure entirely the tokenomics of ADA, but I know Solana is obviously mostly fully unlocked. It's been through obviously the FTX creditors. They recently had the unlock last weekend. Interesting how this comes out the day after those FTX unlocks. I mean, there's a massive amount of supply that's just been put onto the open market, and then that supply, that token has been pumped. It's very, very suspicious, shall we say? But yeah, XRP. Let's take a look at this one because this is something that Zach XBT, you might have heard of this guy, was heavily involved with doing some of the freezing and tracing of funds around the buyback hack. But he's notorious for covering crypto scams and crypto scammers. And he's actually said with the announcement of the US crypto reserve, here's your reminder that XRP addresses activated by Chris Larsen, co-founder of Ripple, still hold 2.7 billion plus XRP. That is $7.18 billion worth. And these addresses tied to him transferred $109 million worth of XRPs to exchanges in January 2025. So here you have one of the founders of XRP who is dumping. I mean, why else would the XRP be transferred from these wallets to exchanges? He's obviously transferring his XRP there to sell. He is transferring nine figures worth in dollar terms of XRP monthly to dump on you. If you're an XRP holder, you are getting dumped on by the founder of Ripple, by Mr. Chris Larsen. I won't even tell you what I think of this guy, but this is a downright scam. This is a 100% a scam, and it makes me really angry. And a lot of XRP holders are just not going to know about this. But this is factual stuff. This is actually stuff. I mean, Zach XBT is very, very credible, and he does his on-chain analysis and on-chain research, and you can best believe that this is real if he's actually come out with a piece about it and is actually calling this out. And obviously, all of these addresses can be checked on chain. So this is some pretty serious stuff, and there's no way in hell that this is going to get past lawmakers and regulators. There's no way in hell that with these types of shenanigans going on, are US lawmakers going to allow US tax dollars to go out and start purchasing XRP? And in my opinion, why this is happening, why Trump is tweeting about XRP on his Truth Social is because he's been lobbied by Brad Garlinghouse and the other XRP, the other Ripple cronies have lobbied Trump, mention our token, and here you go. Here's we're gonna donate to your party or whatever the agreement is behind closed doors. Who knows? But it looks like some lobbying has definitely happened between XRP and probably, Garlinghouse, Charles Hoskinson from ADA. Solana, I'm not too sure about. Maybe Solana's just been thrown in there. I don't believe we've been seeing the founders of Solana meeting with the Trumps. They could have done, but we do know that David Sachs is apparently a large Solana holder, is a Solana bull, so potentially that mention is in there for him. Whoever's behind this, I doubt it's President Trump that actually is behind these tweets, that actually even knows what these are. So it's like, how much can you actually attach on him? But it is actually coming off his official Truth Social. So ultimately, it does come back to him. So yeah, all I will say is just be really, really careful. And like I say, if you are holding XRP, I think you need to think about exiting very, very soon. This is the XRP chart that I've been looking at. Obviously, there's lots of squiggly lines and drawings on here, but just in the short term, we can see that massive pump that we got on Sunday, fully retraced on Monday, and now we can see we're coming back to this trend line. It looks like we are having a go at trying to break above it. I personally, looking at this chart, I was thinking, do we come up just above $3? to try and get a short in. So if we did come up there, that would be an area that I'd be looking to short. I'd also be looking to take shorts around about sort of 2.8. So those are my two levels. Those are my two levels on XRP that I'll be looking to attack on the short side. Obviously, this would make a lower high compared to this high here. If we just go back to the daily, then potentially we could see some sort of head and shoulders formation play out. Potentially, like I say, we do come back up to the sort of around about 2.8. I think that would be an excellent area to look for a short. So in terms of the potential path for XRP from here, then I would really be looking at something like this playing out and sort of coming back down. Probably we wouldn't make that move all in one go. Maybe we would get a bounce off this sort of trend line here, maybe a bit of a bounce, but I really think going into the summer, we likely come back down and maybe we probably start to hit some of these levels on this Fibonacci retracement. Do we have another run in us later on in the year? If the market does pick up again later on in the year after some sort of pullback, potentially, but I don't think that will go much above $2. Maybe you get a chance to exit later on in the year, but I really, really think that over this year, we are likely going to be coming back to where we came from. Look at where this chart has come from since President Trump won the election. It's come from literally 50 cents all the way up to $3. I think it's going back to 50 cents. And to be honest with you, we've got very, very similar looking charts on H bar as well. That can come back down to 5 cents, currently at 25 cents, nearly 25 cents. XLM as well, I think will come straight back down to 10 cents, 9 cents, 10 cents, currently above 30 cents. So a lot of these charts are at some point going to come back to where they come from. Potentially things stay elevated for the next few days with this White House crypto summit, but I'm not going to be holding my breath. I do think when that White House crypto summit is all said and done, that we come off, and obviously, I've sort of drawn this. Let's just draw this coming into maybe Friday. So from here, popping up into Friday, expectations are high, and I think there will be disappointment, as there has been, unless they're going to come out and say they've already started to accumulate XRP and it's all confirmed, or they're going to be buying, sort of 500 million. I mean, they're going to have to obviously buy up the supply that's been dumped on the market by Mr. Larson and the other Ripple executives, aren't they, for starters? So buying anything less than 100 million or 200 million a month isn't going to cut it. So unless they come out and start saying they're going to be buying, 500 million or 1 billion of XRP per month for the next year, okay, I stand corrected. That might actually send us a lot higher. Probably we get up to new all-time highs, at least wick above the current all-time high. But I really don't see the market going much higher than that. And to be honest with you, I really just do not see that being an outcome. I just don't see how that is an outcome. Like I say, my preferred outcome here would be a move up to around 2.8, and then I'll be looking for short opportunities to run this market lower. So that is the wrap. That is everything I wanted to talk about, everybody. So look, I mean, it is my job to give my honest take on this market. And if you find yourself getting very emotional by this video, if you find yourself, wanting to sort of scream or shout or getting angry at me because I'm saying something about a cryptocurrency token, just a token that you have no association with. I mean, I'm not personally saying this about the holders of the crypto token. I'm directing this criticism to Ripple and to XRP as a token. And I just want to say, look, originally XRP was, like I say, meant to be this interbank cross-border token for transactions. And unfortunately, its use case has been completely destroyed by stablecoins, because you can send a stablecoin on the Ethereum ledger, USDT or USDC. You can use Ethereum, Solana, any one of these blockchains, Tron, pretty much fee free to anywhere instantly, instant settlement. It's in that person's wallet, and you know that when you send $10,000, $100,000, $1 billion worth of tether, it's $1 billion worth of US dollars. Okay, if you do that with Ripple, you might send, $100,000 worth, and by the time it gets to the person's account, and by the time they've had a chance to receive it and swap it for stables, it could have fluctuated by 5 or 10%. You transfer 100,000 US dollars worth of Ripple, and Trump gets on and makes a tweet, and all of a sudden, it's flown up 50%, or it's dropped 50% in a day. It's unstable, it's volatile. That is not ideal for cross-border payments. How can any serious business, serious bank, serious institution actually work with a volatile currency? And of course, Ripple have now come out with their RLUSD, their stablecoin product, which I believe is intended for that purpose. So that just completely takes away the use case of XRP altogether. So, you know, I could go on, but I won't. I'm gonna finish it there. Obviously, I'm trying to protect you. Hopefully, you see the value in this video. Hopefully, if you are an XRP holder, this is giving you an opportunity to look at the other case. Obviously, I'm sure you've seen many bullish videos all over YouTube and TikTok and everywhere. Is bull posting for XRP right now because the price is up. This is how people react when the price goes up. People always get very excited, start saying how good the chart looks, start calling for really high, in my opinion, completely unrealistic price targets. I'm trying to show you the other side and just saying, look, you don't want to lose your money. We're about to go into what could be a bumpy time for the financial markets where cash is going to be king. And like I say, if you're in a profit on XRP, I think getting out of XRP at around $2.50, $60, $2.80, $3 if we get it, is going to be a fantastic sell price over the next year or two. So thank you very much for watching. Smash the like if you enjoyed today's video. If you didn't like today's video, give it a thumbs down. Write in the comments what you want to write. Let me know. Am I right? Am I wrong? You tell me, and I will talk to you hopefully on the next one. Bye for now.